Gotcha! Got you with that last title. I wouldn't call it clickbait, but no, it actually was clickbait. Sorry guys, as we are top of the league and we are through in the Champions League. RB Leipzig. Very interesting to me. Not the toughest of games, and we start off with Leicester before a cup game against Newcastle. Someone leaving us. Reece Lewis on loan. Half a year without the Welshman, who we did promote. We've still not got a signing in for ourselves. That may change. Got the perfect player in mind, to be fair, as we get a draw with Leicester. To say we're now top of the league, that's not how I wanted to go about my business. And Aston Villa even want David De Gea after that. I mean, we're top of the league with him in goal. Why would I sell him? I'll put my focus into the FA Cup instead. A competition we did bottle last time. Or did we actually? Did we bottle the FA Cup? We did! We lost to Wolves. My memory is worse than a goldfish's. To the cup team we go. It's still a lot stronger than you'd probably expect. I said I wanted another right-hand-sided centre-back, but the player I've got in mind, he's a winger, and the reason why is because he can play numerous positions, and he's kind of like a new Ronaldo. It's Pedro Goncalves. He's got the in-game face. We've had him before at West Ham in a save, and he's just brilliant. He's very well-rounded. He's got the statistics. He can play anywhere, and he's young. Have the finances to pull this off, as they want Scott McTominay in the deal. I won't agree to that, but they can agree to 50 million. I'm thinking, could we get him in for the cup game? Maybe thread him on the bench? He only wants a sporadic role at Manchester United. Now that to me is absolutely crazy, because he's good enough to be a starter. I mean, we've got Anthony Asensio, Marcus Rashford, Elanga, Pelistri, and McKay the youngster. But still, I'm greedy for wingers, and we have hopefully a new Ronaldo. He's putting the Manchester United kit on next to Erik ten Hag, who has his man. Sorry, Anthony Elanga. Goncalves jumps on the bench for this one. Here it is, the big slabby stadium, St. James's Park. The round 4. Not to make this about my club all the time, but we're off the back of a 3-0 win against Crew the mighty Mariners, and we're in the 4th round replay, going to on Tuesday. If we ever did play Grimsby in a save, like with a big team or with anybody in the FA Cup, I don't think I could draw myself to play them. All through onto Isak here, and Isak gets his shot saved from Henderson. The names are very small now. I don't like that. I ain't squinting to see my players as Marcus Rashford. Mr. MBE, it's an easy ball over to Miguel Sabitzer. Oh, Nick Pope, he's still fallen to Sandro Tonali. We're up against the Geordies in the Premier League as well, trying to beat them there. There's a ball down the wing here, slipped back into Murphy. And Miggy Almiron into Kieran Trippier. It's a good job Nick Pope's not playing forward this time. Wasn't too good up front, Isak is. What a save it was, as here is Marcus Asensio. He uses Miguel Sabitzer again. Lads, Asensio, no. Iron Hayden now into Dean Henderson again, trying their luck. Playing well so far. Anthony uses Luke Shaw. This could be a goal, you know. Marcus Rashford, Tonali, come on, Nick Pope's down. Oh, Asensio, mate. And half time in this big game. It's the Geordies and us really just sharing it. Scott McTominay's got the ball in the middle as well again, and he's just going to loop that. At least the ball's out of play to get the debutant on. Come on. Ronaldo regen. As here's Pedro Goncalves, and Nick Pope is going to play outfield again. He's going to go after Rashford. I don't like this glitch. It just puts fear in me that there's a massive tall man running after me. And it's still 0-0 so far without Nick Pope in goal. Could we have one for ourselves? Pedro Goncalves waits for the run. He gets it from Shawberto. Shawberto putting a ball. Fabian Schär. Jeff Hendrick. He sticks the ball down the line as well into Murphy. Isak. Oh, Pau Torres. A machine. Some player is Asensio now. Go on, Marcos. A late goal here would prevent extra time or even a replay against the Geordies, which I really don't want. Backed out by Almiron, but only as far as Marcus Rashford. He keeps it at his feet. Marcus Rashford! That's the chance gone, as now Pedro Goncalves. He gets it into Sabitzer. Maybe there's another one, though. Sergio Asensio. Use Goncalves for the debut goal. Can you hear him? You should hear him all the way in Manchester. All the Manchester United fans celebrating. What a goal, by the way. Asensio just slipped through, and he was so unselfish. A win's a win. A win's a win. A win is a win, and a win is a win. And straight after, an offer 100 million from Wolves for Jadon Sancho. Absolutely not. But Hateboer does leave. He signed a pre-contract with Frankfurt to go to in the Bundesliga. Has even Sporting want Anthony in return. Now we've just took Goncalves off of them. If it wasn't the swap deal, would I have done it? No. No, and I'm not going to accept that. And Victor Lindelof being approached by Ajax. Now, I know they put a transfer offer in for him. Can't speak. They might actually get him now. The other player that I do have in mind is a centre-back. As we play Spurs, they're up there. 1 defeat. What a recovery from last season. I want to play these, and then I think I want to play, of course, Leipzig. And maybe get onto Leipzig again to simulate it. The Tottenham Stadium looking very nice. Højbjerg, the Tifo. Player I've always rated, actually. He's like a B-Tech Kieran Green. Just a nitty-gritty player in the midfield. And I've mentioned Grimsby again. I need to stop, but it's hard. We've just won 3-0 10 minutes before recording this. There's a Romero with the ball through the middle of the park onto Richarlison. Richarlison onto Son. Easy for Rafa Varane. He still needs help for my liking, though. We need more players in at his position as Harry Kane against his former club. Harry Kane, Lloris. He don't score here because Lloris knows how to read him. Or can he now? He got the ball through the middle. Certain scenarios we've got to be better in. Bentancur into Richarlison. No. There's Dumfries just to jog this. Go on, Denzel. He's got pace. Just as much as he has strength. Go on, Denzel. Go on. Crossing the box. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, tried a bicycle. Little motion in that kick. Højbjerg finds Jed Spence. Jed Spence is around Tyrell Malacia. Mora. Richarlison. Oh, I dislike him. Look at it. I call him a chicken. He makes himself look like one. Literally. We'll be clowning him at the end of this game. He'll be known as the clown, not the chicken. That's how confident I am in our abilities. Yes, we go on rocky patches, but now we're not. We've spent 50 million on a player. We shouldn't be, even though he's on the bench as Harry Kane. Close to the instant reply. They had a chance. We just pass it away. Sandro Tonali. Oh, Hazard. A lot of Brazilian players on this field at the moment as well. Casemiro, Anthony, Lucas Moura, and Richarlison as human Son. Got to watch him. No penalties, please. No corruption. Good tackle. It's given us a free kick. For me, it calls upon Goncalves again. The saviour. And a ball around from Son. Son on a bit of a jog, and Richarlison actually won that. That's not the start I wanted. Anthony. Bruno. Anthony again. This is where we get some play together. Come on, Denzel Dumfries. Put a cross into that box. It's towards the back. No threat, and we're still 1-0 down in this top of the league decider, really. It's only a fight for second place as it stands. But it can mean more as Son, Heung-min Son, buries it. Now I grow less confident. It's like Harry Kane against his former club just doesn't want his Tottenham legacy tarnished. He's not trying. As here's Anthony, he's trying. The Brazilian uses the ball in the middle into Sandro Tonali. Throw some extra players on. It's not been good enough. Another right-hand-sided move. That's becoming a pattern here. Varane, for me, not watching his men as Diogo Jota's even made it 3 to Tottenham. Scrap the game. Scrap the game. I do not want to play anymore. And I did mention in game, right-hand side is a issue as I'm not letting Wan-Bissaka go because of that. Not his fault, didn't play. It's Raphael Varane I've got my eye on. But still, I don't want to get rid of him. Just want to give him help. As Pau Torres has a bid in from Roma. Jose Mourinho likes the look. I do too, and I want to use him. I'm turning them all down. No one's unhappy at the club. I don't know why I have to sell them, as I think I have my replacement centre-back right here. Dutchman, Matthijs de Ligt. Now, a lot of you guys told me to sign Frankie de Jong. I was going to go for it. I thought it was too Man United. Also, he had just moved to Juventus, so I couldn't do anything about it. I was unable to, but I am able to go for Matthijs de Ligt. And this guy, sharing game time with Varane, probably gets more. Would be a huge coup. So, we'll put in for his evaluation, see what they have to say. The walking away. I mean, it was his evaluation. I should be able to go for that. Deadline day as well, so I might not even get another offer in for Matthijs de Ligt. That's worrying. Victor Lindelof does leave as well to Bayer Leverkusen. He's got his move, and it wasn't Ajax. And Chelsea, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, plus 140 million. Good money for a 30-year-old Harry Kane. But he's settled in Manchester. Paul McKay, on the other hand, should get his loan deal over to Turkey. Oh, and losing Fred could be a one, you know. I think he has knocked on a bit. He's 30-year-old. Goncalves can play centre mid. But I tried to swap it for a different player. because they put Malinovsky in the deal and they won't swap. And the window slammed shut, so we didn't get the centre-back in. Then again, we didn't lose any first-teamers to a Barca or a Real Madrid. Happy with that, but not happy with the league form. We sit, of course, third now. Ooh, dearie me. West Ham next as well, who were in fifth, so tough game. We'll get them simulated. Oh, Eduardo Camavinga in a deal for Rashford. That's appealing, but not with Rashford, the main man in that deal. I'd take Camavinga. Took me Camavinga for, I don't know, go get Harry Maguire back and swap him in it. West Ham actually pushing towards our Champions League places. We need to try and bat them away by playing them. Given these are highlights as Casemiro gets a good in-swinger straight into Jadon Sancho. Sancho finds a ball into Hazard. Harold didn't register the shot as Harry Kane does find Anthony. He's back in the team over Asensio and Sancho. Anthony on that angle. And Scamacca gets one chance for them. Don't let him take it. That is a terrible slide from Malacia. Playing poorly. De Gea has to bail him out. Oh, and an 88th minute penalty. Bruno Fernandes steps over this. We've gone from winning the league to taking a penalty, deciding our Champions League fate, as it's saved as well by Areola. And we get a draw with West Ham. Oh no. Let's please get back onto normal business with a win against Brentford. We do. We can calm down. Looks like Tonali doesn't calm down in a tackle though. Sent off dangerously close this game against Leipzig. Does it count for it? As David Raya, after playing Brentford, leaves the ex-Brentford man. Strong but fatigued team. Even Casemiro's out. I didn't realise how old he's getting. He needs a bit of a rest, or does he? Maybe we squeeze him in. Squeeze him for a fully simulated one. I want to focus on the league a little bit. A 3-2 win with another leg to go. That's okay. Still in the competition, and Wolverhampton, then Aston Villa, then Wolves. Oh no, we're Aston Villa. I don't know what order it was. Wolves swept aside. Goncalo Guedes always gets a goal though. That brings memories back of winning the league at their place last season. On to Aston Villa in the cup. Has got a man going out. Yeah, it's Patrick Nicholson. He will go out on loan to Burnley. Slightly changed team. We're going to change it even more for the league, and then we're going to change it back for the Champs game. After a humiliating draw against West Ham, I'm going to try the highlights again for the knockout game. Come on, lads. Round of 16. Villa, Unai Emery. I never know what you're going to get. Terrible pun. Philippe Coutinho. He slides the ball straight through, and it's onto Vitinha. Vitinha finds Marcus Thuram. Coutinho took out. Oh, Casemiro. I love it. I do love to see it. Vitinha as well. We're definitely getting a couple of yellow cards in that move. Or not. Casemiro might have survived without one when we touch this ball. No, he's not got one above his name. We're very lucky as Jadon Sancho chip over to Harry Kane. Chip that one more on. Marcus Rashford, Scorpion King. He tried it as, yes, a penalty. Oh, no, it's not to us. It's Marcus Thuram. We've got to save the Frenchman spot kick. Dummy that way. Dive that way. De Gea. David. What a man. What a man. What a mighty good man. I had to say the lyrics to the song because I didn't want copywriting. As Sandro Tonali has the ball to run forward with. He finds Casemiro. We need to score, please, in open play. No replay. No penalties. As a ball whipped in towards Bruno Fernandes. Oh, a header from the captain, Bruno. He never scores those. Points to the camera. Is he going to kiss the camera? No, he's not. He's just going to turn it round. Look at them fans. It's all about them. There's a free kick. Edge of the box. We'll give this Bruno again. I do have faith that Bruno could do some magic. I thought the player was running to the line then. He doesn't. And Bruno to curl and curl wide. Still looking for his first free kick goal as Sandro Tonali. Let it fall to him. Yes, he does. Sandro Tonali uses Jadon Sancho at the side. Back in. Tonali. That's into Casemiro. That's onto Bruno. Oh, I was ready to smash that. He doesn't need to. Not a Champions League. An FA Cup quarter-final is on the horizon again. One game to go towards Wembley, which I dream we can win at this time. I'm trying not to jinx anything. I think it was Chelsea. I think I've already got the cup up next. Patrick McKay leaves on a loan, but I want to see this calendar. Yeah, the cup game threaded through after Sheffield United. We're going to get the cup game done and then move to the Champs League away. Sheffield United, in the meantime, is only a draw. Antiste? Who's Antiste? I know my players, but I've never heard of Antiste. It sounds like maybe a French name. And we've never actually had us luck playing Chelsea, so guess what? We're going to sim the quarterfinal. The Champions League's more important. Also, if this team doesn't win the simulation, I'll just sell it all. Go on then, I might keep Rashford. Chelsea had a tired side by the looks of things, and they win on penalties. Casemiro missed the spot kick. We're at the FA Cup again. Hudson-Odoi scored in game. Twice! Twice, Hudson-Odoi! FA Cup, we can look past West Ham, Leeds United. Oh, what a chance that was to win it. This team better turn around for Leipzig. I even played the full team for the cup game, so now the Champions League may be in doubt. Stick Rashford on the wing, but that's about it. These players that have just put the heart and soul into a penalty shootout that was lost against a weaker team and a tired team have to win against German Leipzig. Their team very strong as well. Sergio Immobile, Dani Olmo, Josko Vradio. Whilst Timo Werner made his return and James Maddison is amongst their substitutes. Tell you what, it's good we're winning going into this game because I'd feel really underconfident if we didn't have the goal advantage because their strikers and attacking midfielders look very strong. Not stronger than ours given, but when the other team has a strong team, it's a good one. I always put faith in ours as Harry Kane. Oh, went near post. He shouldn't have done. Got to say as that's a ball towards the back stick. Pau Torres was running towards it. Sandro Tonali into Sancho. Good start. And it's Sancho again. Winding up. Oh, Alex Ramiro. Stop that, goddammit. As that's Bruno Fernandes picking up a ball, going for a Travella. That one's headed away from Disassi. Disaster at the back. No one can clear it. Shot at Gvardiol. With Jadon Sancho picking up on this ball as well. Chance to whip it in. Rashford, what are you doing? Even managed to stay on side with it as Sancho now into Kane. Harold. Harry. Hazard. I keep saying loads of variations of his name as that's through to Bruno. Shoved off the ball by the right back. This defence is very good. Going to be hard to break down, but a little gap for Casemiro. Casemiro looks over the top. A bicycle effort from Disassi. Just the opposite of his name. Disaster, as that's a disaster pass from us. We'll see them have a chance as Dani Olmo, tackled by Rafael Varane. Rather easy for him. Clark with a short pass into Ciro Immobile. I thought I'd tripped him. Dani Olmo! End to end a little bit now. Nielsen Kulu was the flash man at the near post. I thought he might have got a nick on that ball, but he didn't. Pau Torres, our centre-half, is running the whole length of the field. He'll finally have to pass it into Bruno, but he continues his run. Oh, Gvardiol, why do you have to be a spoilsport? Surely you, as a centre-back in the centre-back community, should have let that go in, or should have let him keep running. This chance meaning it could be 0-0 at half-time, but it still couldn't be. Bruno's going to be selfish. He's going to hit it across net. Ramiro gambled at the near post, but Bruno Fernandes doesn't go there. Get in. Going into half-time 1-0 up. The job should be over, but this is the Champions League, man. This is not over. Also, before we go into it, I've realised Scott McTominay is right-footed. Could he do a job at centre-back? And Harry Kane making a pass back into Casemiro. Rashford across into Bruno. That's not a good pass. We've got to be better than that to get the business done. And better than that defensively. McTominay, I've gambled with you because Varane's tired. It's over the top towards Clark. This guy's quite decent. That's lucky. Lucky as in, we're lucky to get away with it. We have to be better. First time I've not fallen to that trick, as here is Raum. I think he spent some time at Huddersfield. I might be wrong on that. James Maddison into Immobile. David De Gea off his line. There's James Maddison cutting inside, and we know what he's capable of. It's 4-3. I told you it's not over till it's over. Thought it was destined for the Geordies. I thought he was at them being top of the league. They don't even need him. Leipzig do. And Harry Kane pulling away from a tackle here. Now I'd rather be in front, even though there's 10 minutes left. Just that chance they can get a counter. A 2-goal lead is a dangerous one, as we're going to see here. They push forward. Ciro Immobile into James Maddison. Get that tackle in. Dumfries does not. Made substitutions. We have two. A free kick. Just a bit away. Grifo is going to leave it to James Maddison. Get in there, David. Would you believe I called this draw lucky? I mean, we didn't even win the Europa League, and I'm already making my mind up on who's the easier teams in the Champions League. No team is easy, as this game is proving. A tackle in the last minute. James Maddison onto Javier Schlager. Niels Nkulu. Last-ditch corner. The goalkeeper's up. 4-3 on aggregate. Luke Shaw, where you heading that? Marcus Rashford with the block. He slides in. The referee's blown his whistle, has he? Yellow card? Don't tell me this is a free kick. No, he's not giving the free kick. Whoa. We've got away with it. It's a weird graphics, I think it was supposed to be, but it wasn't given. I think Maddison would have scored it. very lucky at the end to win. We progress along with a lot of other teams. I want to see the league as well. Yeah, league needs to be worked on. We're down to 4th. I don't want to see who we've got in the Champions League yet, unless it just shows straight away, which it doesn't. I'm going to keep that in suspense for next time out, though, because this is the end of the episode. My camera's dying, so am I, for some food. I'll eat, and I'll see you all tomorrow.